What you'll need for this project will be an orange, whole cloves, scissors, and either a little brad or a nail or a skewer. An awl works best, but if you don't have one, even a pen that you don't care if it gets ruined. And then something to hang your ornament with. This is just some hem reinforcement stuff that you can buy at thrift stores. This was pretty cheap. I think it was like 10 cents. But anyway, that is what you need. The hardest part of the project is getting the skin off the orange without destroying the orange peel. So you want a really thick navel orange to work with, and then slowly just peel off the meat with your fingers. That's the best way. And it's nice to have kind of like a disc. You take your scissors to trim it. You could make a heart. I've done hearts that are really super cute. So first you pick the spot where you're going to put the awl through. So you want to leave enough of the meat. It's going to shrink. So this is what, maybe 1.5 inches or so. It's going to shrink down. So if you want a big navel orange, you can make a big circle or a big heart and go down for like, 1/4 inch. And that's where you're going to put a hole to start. Carefully skewer through there. Be careful not to stab yourself. And then the best way to do the smaller holes, because you need like starter holes, and the awl head might be a little too thick for that. So if you have a brad or a small nail or a toothpick even, just to get it started, because you have to stick the cloves in there, and you don't want something that's thicker than the cloves, so something slightly smaller than the cloves to make the initial holes of whatever pattern you want, and then you can add the cloves. I started with that clove and I push them all the way down. So you find a little hole, here's one right here, and just push all the way down. Be careful, it's easier to do with 2 hands. So kind of wiggle it in there, boom. If the little head falls off, it still smells good, so it's not like it's ruined or anything. And then you just find your little holes and fill up the little holes. See, so you make the little things go all the way through. When they dry, it'll adhere and they aren't coming out. So you make your pattern, put your cloves in, and then you two can have a nice little ornament. You can put it in with your Christmas stuff. It will smell really good until it totally mummifies, which is, it takes quite a few years. But it's just going to be smaller than what it initially is. And it shrinks down and it withers. And then eventually, you can throw it in your fire and it still smell good. These are basically orange clove ornaments, but you don't have to use the whole orange. So you get to eat the inside. It's a win-win in my book. Shape. So depending on what shape you're doing, if you're doing like a pentacle, or you're going to do like a snowflake shape or a happy face, or this is fun for the kids to do. You just have to do the holes, and then probably easier for you to just string if it's thicker string, just poke it through with a pen or something, but not too, got to be gentle when you're making the holes. But then, I mean, they hold up really well. And it's just a simple, it's something, usually things you have around the house, which is important to be able to make things that you just have, on hand. And this is quick and easy. You just need orange, cloves, few tools, and pretty much anybody could do this.